A company voluntary arrangement, or CVA for short, is essentially a formal agreement between the company and its unsecured creditors to repay them as much as the company can afford over an extended period of time. From our many years of experience, we have found that most creditors wish to support struggling companies and will be comforted by the fact that the company is taking independent professional advice in order to resolve the financial situation. A strong, honest, carefully constructed and affordable strategy will almost always be preferable to hope-based strategies and promises that may have been made by the company or directors in the past. Once we have told creditors that we've been formally appointed, we start work on what we term as the proposal period of the CVA. Often we refer to this as the discovery period. We discover much more about your business, your personal objectives, and we help you build the plan. We will require a lot of information from you to build the outline of the proposal before adding the detail. We will ask you to provide a detailed statement outlining the history and circumstances, explaining the past trading of the company, how it got into its present financial position, and what changes have or intended to be made to ensure the future viability of the company. The CVA is a very powerful restructuring tool that can be used to make sweeping changes to ensure future viability. You can make surplus or expensive employees redundant, kill off onerous contracts with suppliers, and rid yourself of expensive long-term property or equipment lease contracts, all at no cash cost to the company. Creditors will also want us to demonstrate the company's ability to make payments to them throughout the term of the CVA and will be keen to understand how this will be achieved. We do this by putting together comprehensive financial forecasts and explaining how the company will adapt to the discipline of the CVA. Based on the information provided by the company, our team will build a formal statement of affairs, which is a legal requirement, which will show the company's assets versus its liabilities. A comparison of outcome will also be prepared showing creditors what we'd expect them to receive if they approve the CVA scheme versus what any return might be if they did not. It is worth noting that creditors will often get a minimal or nil dividend payment if they do not support the scheme and let the company fail. We will prepare detailed financial forecasting for the period of the proposed CVA demonstrating viability of the company and its ability to pay creditors a monthly contribution throughout the CVA term. It's at this point that we calculate what the company can afford to repay each month. Bear in mind, this might not be equivalent to 100 pence in the pound. It's all down to affordability. Once all these parts have been completed, we will hand your case to one of our licensed insolvency practitioners who is required to act as a CVA nominee for the scheme. You'll be required to meet with the nominee. His or her job is to ensure that the proposal is fit, fair, and feasible. In other words, has the proposal been put together properly? Is it fair to the creditors? And is the scheme going to work? The nominee will then ask for the court to ratify the proposal, following which it will be distributed to creditors. The nominee, as part of the decision-making process, will then inform creditors that there will be a creditors' meeting held on a specific date for them to vote on the proposal. Most creditor meetings are held online. Of those creditors that vote, and not everyone does, we need 75% by value to vote in favour of the proposal for it to be approved. It's only at this point, when the creditors have formally approved the proposal, that the company is then officially in a CVA. So now the company can continue to trade, with the directors in control. The company can generally expect to make the first contribution about 14 days after the meeting, and then, of course, it will continue to make payments throughout the CVA period. The CVA period can be between 1 and 5 years long. If you think your company and its creditors could benefit from a company voluntary arrangement, then call us to discuss the matter further. Here is a testimonial from one of our clients, voiced by an actor.
I'd also like to state on record that I am personally deeply grateful for everything you have done for us on this, at times extremely testing engagement. Through all those endless travails, I have really enjoyed working with you and chatting at odd hours in planning and scheming multiple creditor strategies and calls over this last 15 months. You have truly gone over and above the call of duty in all your actions, and your experience, professionalism, grit, and charm have been invaluable in aiding the company's recovery and much improved position today. Thank you.